Hi guys and welcome to the Big Three. It's that time again. Macca the bastard, he's taking the lead. It's currently 8 to Macca, 6 to me. He got that Man City result on me by 1 goal.
It's all about the knowledge, boys.
Fuming. But we're back again for another game week predictions. Starting with the early kickoff, which is Spurs versus Wolves. I'll kick it off, Max. I think Spurs got lucky to get a point at the weekend. We predicted them to win. Maybe that Conte effect is not as big as we think. But I think back at the home stadium against a team who are in dire form at the minute, I think Spurs take this and I think they win the game 2-0. And I think they win it comfortably as well. I think Basuma will start.
Yeah, I've got the same score prediction just to start it off. I think 2-0. I think he says this about Spurs, about Chelsea, but at the end of the day, they came away with a point. Don't matter how you get it. You go away to a top club like Chelsea and get a point. It's a good day at the office. So I think Spurs will win it comfortable. I think they'll get an early goal and then see the game out and get another one at the end. So yeah, 2-0 for me against Wolves.
Just think though, if Spurs win this game, they're 5 points clear of you.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that when we get onto it, but
Spurs going for second. Next up, guys, it's a bit of a dodgy one, actually. I was a bit torn who to go with here. Crystal Palace take on Aston Villa. Vieira versus Gerrard. And I look at that Palace result against Liverpool, and I think they played really, really well. Back at Selhurst Park with the crowd. I'm going for a Palace win here, and I'm going for a 3-0 Palace win. I think they're going to batter Villa. Villa are dodgy. They're so dodgy at the back, don't you think?
you are a bit, yeah, they're a bit suspect. But
I'm going 3-0, mate.
I think Palace are a better away team than they are home team. I think they play better on the counter when teams give them space with Zaha and Eze and stuff. I think they'll struggle a bit at home. So for me, I'm going for a 2-1 Villa win. I think Villa will be a bit more like Palace. They'll be better with the space.
Going for a what?
2-1 Villa win.
Jesus Christ.
I think, yeah, like I said, Villa will be happy with the space and people like Coutinho, Buendia.
You just can't let go of Gerrard, can you? You can't let go of Gerrard, no matter
maybe it's
what.
that, maybe it's that. But I'm 8-6 up for a reason, kid. But yeah, I think 2-1 Villa. I think it'll be a tight game. I think it could go either way, but I want a few extra points on this lad here as well. So we'll go 2-1 Villa.
Villa are getting bad. Next up, it's the 10th place, Nottingham Forest. What a win against West Ham. This man predicted them to lose. I gave him a point at least, but they're playing Everton away. It's Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Everton on 0 points. But where are they going to pick up points from this season? I think it's going to be at home. And unfortunately for Forest, my home team, I'm going to predict Everton winning, and I think Everton will win the game 1-0 against Nottingham Forest.
For me, I think Everton are struggling bad. They've looked like, talks with Chelsea about Gordon. Obviously, they rejected the bid, but they ain't got a striker. The team looks all over the place, and Forest look together, and they've got the confidence of the new signings of Dennis. They look like they're getting the guy from Lyon. I think Forest are in a good place, and I think they'll get something at Everton. I think it'll be 1-1.
That's not bad, you know. That's what I was going to go
I think both teams will be happy with that as well. Everton get something on the board, and Forest get something away from home. 4 points out of 3 games for Forest would be.
You think
that'd be good?
Everton will be happy with that at home against a newly promoted team?
They won't be happy with it, but I think the fans will. The fans know where they're at. They're struggling, and they'll be happy to stay up this season. I think you can't really hope for much more than that.
Difference in opinion again. I'm going to catch up with this mug. Next up, it's Craven Cottage Band, and we know what happened last time they went there, pointing against Liverpool. They've got Brentford at the weekend, and this is another dodgy one. I just literally don't know what to go with. Brentford are good on the counter. They've got quality up top, but Fulham look resolute this season. I'm actually going to go for a... Oh, bro, I don't even know what to go for.
It's a hard game to predict, this one.
I'm literally stuck between 2 scores. But I'm going to go for Fulham 2, Brentford 1. I'm going to go for Fulham to get the first win of the season. They look like they're all one unit, and they're getting points at the end of the day. Wolves away and Liverpool at home. A great start to the season.
For me, I think this will be... It's an odd one. I want to go with a Fulham win because I do like Mitrovic, but I think I'm going to go with a Brentford 2-1 win. I think they just had that little bit more quality with Tony,
They'll be on a buzz now as well.
and Burma, and obviously after that last result, they'll be on it. And you got the new signing Damsgaard, isn't it?
Damsgaard, yeah.
He looks decent. So I think Brentford they've had that year in the Premier League. They know it a bit more. I think it will be a tight game again, and I think Brentford will just edge it, but it could go either way.
It's a
2-1.
close game, that is, but 2-1 either
Nah,
way. Then it's Leicester Southampton, and these two league goal after goal after goal. The defences are shocking. They're both shocking from set pieces, and that's why I'm going for a 3-2 win to Leicester. I think there'll be plenty of goals, plenty of leaks at the back. They're both not good enough at the minute, especially from set pieces. I'm going for a high-scoring win here for Leicester.
For me, I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Like Mitchell said, both shocking at defending. Southampton are just one of them teams again. They'll pick up points where you don't expect them to, and drop them where you don't expect them to. So I think Leicester away, just Leicester aren't great at home. Southampton play on the counter, and I think they'll get something. 2-2 for me.
Still no Leicester win then, though.
Nah, they're in trouble, aren't they? They're
They are in trouble, yeah.
Selling a lot.
Difference in opinion again. 3-2 for me. 2-2
Nah,
for
then
Max.
it's
It's the late kick-off on Sky Sports. Bournemouth Football Club, who started so well, take on Arsenal Football Club, who are second in the league. Max, I'll let you take this one.
For me, this is going to be another comfortable game for Arsenal. I think Bournemouth will put up a fight for the first half hour. I think the quality will come through from Arsenal.
You think the home crowd don't make a difference?
Nah, the stadium's not big enough, is it? No. So I just think Arsenal will win it 2-0. I think that's why I'm showing them respect there. I think they'll show a bit of grit and determination, but I think like the quality of Jesus and stuff will score. I think he scores again, to be fair. Arsenal.
I'm going for 3-1 Arsenal. Yeah, I think the quality is too much again, and Bournemouth, they had a good start, but it was against Gerrard. What do you expect? Easy 3 points. So they were going to be put down to reality now by City and Arsenal. 3-1 Next up, guys, it's Leeds versus Chelsea, and what a start to the season. Jesse Marsh has had 4 points on the board, but this is a big test here now. Chelsea, after that 97th minute equaliser from Spurs, they'll be riled up. And I think Chelsea get the win here. I think Chelsea win this game 2-0 away from home. Reece James to get both.
For me, I'm going to go with a different scoreline to Mitch. I'm going to go with a 1-1. I think the Leeds crowd will be electric. They've had a good start to the season. Rodrigo looks good. And the thing with Chelsea, they're missing a goal scorer. You saw that against Spurs, created abundance of chances, didn't finish them. I think you'll see the same here. I think Chelsea will dominate large parts of the game, but I think Leeds will just hang in there and they'll grab something, because they have got dangerous players in Rodrigo and the new signing from Feyenoord, since there, I don't know how you say his name.
That would be a disaster for Chelsea. 2 draws in a row.
Yeah, I think 1-1, to be fair.
2-0 for me,
It's another
Chelsea.
dodgy
one then, guys. It's West Ham Brighton, and West Ham desperate for points. And I am going to back West Ham in this game. They're at home. Brighton are a good team, but I think West Ham need the point. They've got 0 points on the board. They've got to go there and they've got to take 3 points. And I'm going for a 2-0 West Ham win. I can't see Brighton scoring. West Ham score a set piece and then one late, I think.
For me, I will be going with a 1-1 draw. I think West Ham look a bit dodgy this season. I do. I think they didn't look good against Forest at all. And obviously, you can't really judge them against City. They didn't really touch the ball. But yeah, that Forest game surprised me a lot, to be fair. They got dominated large parts by Forest, especially in that first half hour. So I think Declan Rice and Bowen are just missing that sharpness at the minute. So
it's got to click in eventually, though.
That new signing doesn't look great to me. This Shamaka kid, I don't think he looks good at all.
Do you think they'll start playing Cornet more?
I think they have to. I think he looked good for Burnley, didn't he? So, but I think it's going to take time with this West Ham team. So I want to go with 1-1. They'll get something on the board, but not what they want. And Brighton will be happy with a point there, I reckon.
2-0. Next up on the Super Sunday, it's Newcastle versus Man City. The 2 richest clubs I've ever seen in my life. Boring. They're just going to buy everything over and over again. This is a dodgy one. City are too good, and I'm obviously going to back City, but I think this could be dodgy for City.
No chance.
St James's Park, they were a lot better than they used to be, Newcastle. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man City. I do think it will be a dodgy night, but the quality will shine through eventually.
For me, I think City will be better away from home than they are at home. Because I think Haaland thrives off the space, and you're going to get more space away from home than you are at home, because obviously the home crowd want you to push forward a bit more. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. I think it's going to be routine for City again.
3-0?
Yeah, I think Haaland will score another, and I think it's same old City. Just continue to win.
Oh, you need them to drop points, Liverpool.
Not
that's
gonna happen. We're out the title race, as I said.
I think if you lose at Old Trafford,
Reality.
you are.
You can't go 4 points behind City and expect to.
You're not out of it, yeah. But if
For
they
me, we
win,
are.
and
For me,
if
we
they
are.
win and you lose,
You look
you're
at
in trouble.
everything. We're out of it. We've got no midfield. Nunes don't look good. But
Overreacting. Nah, then it's the fucking Manchester boys taking on Liverpool. We know the history of this game. We know Souness. We know Keane. We know Gerrard. We know Scholes. We know Rooney, Ronaldo, Suarez, Torres. This has got it all. It's got it all, this game. It's at Old Trafford. We know what happened last season. And I'm going for it again. Manchester United 1, Liverpool 4. It's going to be a demolition job. This club's a disgrace, a shambles. A disgrace, a shambles. This badge doesn't mean what it used to mean to them players. And as much as Liverpool have had a bad start, they will absolutely hammer us. If they get a goal in the first 20 minutes, these lot will fold. They'll fold.
for me,
You see that? Yeah, he's a disgrace. He's coming down. He's not good enough. He shouldn't even be up there. I forgot to take it down and smash it the other day. It's going to be 4-1. Simple, easy. I don't even know why I'm giving us one, actually. But I'll give us an Old Trafford goal.
For me, well, I can't really slate United enough, so I'm going to try and be a bit respectful to them as much as I can. I think if Liverpool get an early goal, this could be 5 or 6. I think this is where we start our season. I think we've had a slow start.
I think you need Jota.
I think we're going to change the formation. I think we've got to. I think we've got to play Salah up there, play 4-2-3-1, Hendo, Fab. And then we've got to play the 2 young lads, which I'm a bit worried about with Carvalho and Elliot. I think they've got to play, and then Diaz.
Did you say you're worried?
Yeah, I am, because we're not in great form as well. We've just dropped points at home to Palace and Fulham.
Your team run. This team doesn't run. And I'll tell you what, it's such a historical and important fixture in the whole of the UK.
It's a derby, mate. It's a derby.
I don't care if it's today. It was a derby last year. It was a derby last year, mate, and it was 5-0.
That's a point.
This team will not fail to surprise me. I've gave it 4-1. It could be more. It could be more. It could be 7. It could be 8. And that's not even exaggerating.
I've not even got to my scoreline yet, mate. I think it'll be 4-1 as well. I was going to say the same thing.
You're having 4-1?
Yeah.
I'm having 5-1 then. I'm having 5-1. I'm not having the same. I'll have 5-1.
I think Salah scores a brace. I think Diaz gets one. I think Van Dijk gets one. I think routine. Our season starts now. And
just on this subject while we're on it, if Ten Hag loses this game and loses one after, I think he will be sacked, which is a sad reality, because it's got absolutely nothing to do. You can't have 0 points out.
The transfer window is not done. I think you've got to give him to at least the end of the transfer
Listen,
window.
mark my words. Come back to this video. If he has 0 points from 12, he will be sacked.
No,
mark my words.
The fans don't want that. If the fans are calling for his head, then they're daft. The club is in an absolute state. The fans know that, so there's not going to be a problem with Ten Hag. It's going to be the players.
There'll be a problem when the Glazers think we're going down.
No, wrong with you owners. We're keeping them.
Yeah, sure, you fucking idiot.
We love the Glazers.
Just to end the video then, get the Glazers out the football club. Get
No,
down
we're not
there.
talking about
Monday
that.
the 22nd of August. Get down there. Monday Night Football. Yeah, please get down there. As many numbers as we can. We get the Glazers out. Get the game called off. Everything.
Game called off? What are we
Get
on about?
empty Old
We're playing Premier
Trafford.
League football. We're not playing Sunday League. Can't call games off.
What happened last year?
You don't know. Stop being
Get the fucking Glazers out the club. Radcliffe, buy the club, please. Not a stake, buy the whole club. We need something. We're dying. This club's dying inside. I'm dying inside. Fuck this club. Fuck the Glazers. Fuck the players. 5-1 Liverpool.
Glazers, we love you.